involved in the making of Got the Facts on Milk, the information they discovered gave them compelling reasons to switch to a vegan diet.
So, have you been a vegetarian for a long time?
It was this documentary that changed my mind. I wasn't beforehand. And so ever since, basically, we started this documentary, I started as not eating any sort of animal product, and I felt great ever since I've done it. The only reason why I can keep working and the only reason why I'm not sick is because of my diet and because of the foods that I eat and the foods that I don't eat.
I used to be a huge carnivore, but as soon as we did this documentary, I have to say this documentary made me more than I made the documentary, because I just can't touch it. I can't touch it. I know what it does to my body. I know what it does to the environment.
You went straight to vegan?
All of us went straight to vegan, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of information that people just don't know. And it's like there's a saying that if a slaughterhouse had glass walls, everybody would be vegetarian. Just not long ago we had a meat recall. 140 million tons of meat were recalled. It's because some kind of activist went in there with a camera, undercover camera, and showed what was happening. Only then did they do the recall. Sick cows are being put into the food chain. You don't know, and then they go to McDonald's and hamburgers and even, fine restaurant steaks.
As we would go out to some of these ranches and these dairy farms, and I was amazed at the conditions that the animals live in. They're standing in their own feces all day. They can't walk around more than a couple of feet on either side. How is that being served to us? How is that healthy? How can you look at those animals and say that's correct? That's the way we should treat other living beings.
According to a report issued by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, livestock raising is responsible for about 18% of carbon emissions causing global warming. This is more than the emissions from forms of transportation combined. Meat production is also the main factor of pollution through animal waste, antibiotics, and hormones, chemicals from tanneries, fertilizers, and the pesticides used to spray feed crops.
A report by the UN called Livestock's Long Shadow came out in 2006. That cows produce gas coming from either end, let's just say that. And it's called methane. Methane has 23 times the heat-grabbing capacity of CO2. It stays in the atmosphere longer, and it's a very dangerous gas. And we have so much animal agriculture, and it's constantly growing because our appetite for animal agriculture is growing. Today, you can have a vegan burger and it tastes just like meat. And that's coming from someone that was a huge carnivore. It is so easy. And it's just a lot better for the environment. It's just the whole circle, really.
If you just limited what you're taking as far as animal products and changed your diet over to more of a plant-based diet and didn't have dairy, you're, first of all, healthier, you're protecting the environment, and not as many animals are being abused.
A vegan driving a Hummer has less contribution to global warming than a carnivore driving a hybrid. We can stop global warming. And it's not that, we have to, find newer energy and nuclear plants. No, you can just start it with what you put on your table and what you put on your plate.
The Mayo Clinic in the U.S. stated that milk is classified as a major allergen among the top 8 food products.
A lot of people are allergic to milk. A lot of people have problems. May not be allergic to milk, but just their body doesn't tolerate it well. Let's just put it that way. If your kid has respiratory problems, ear infections, anything, they don't need cow's milk.
It was actually Dr. Neil Bernard who showed us a study that they found out that there is a product that's in milk, it's called casein, which is addictive. And it's concentrated in cheese, and that's why people love cheese so much and they won't give it up. They go, I could give up everything but not cheese. And I think The food companies have taken advantage of the casein. Cheese is addicting.
Yeah. Another thing is that, you know, you have these milk derivatives. You have milk, you make butter out of that, you're left with skim milk. Let's sell as much skim milk as we can, and then you're left with something else. You've got whey, you've got, you know, casein, you've got all these different powders sort of left over. So what they've done, they've created a market for it. So they've gone to all these companies saying, oh, you know, lactic acid can be used as a good preservative. Some lactic acid is a chemical formula, but some can be derived from whey. Let's use casein because, you know, that's a good protein. Let's use whey, you know, whey because now they wanted to use it for all the bodybuilders. So, you know, in a way, they're trying to get into every single product. So what's happening is you don't even know what's in your food anymore. You really don't.
With hope for the future, Shira shares her message for Supreme Master television viewers.
So what my advice would be is, first of all, go to farmers markets. Find your farmers markets. Buy locally. Know what's in your food. Learn about your food because you are what you eat. If you were to eat correctly, you're actually saving yourself a lot of money. So my advice would be try to eat whole foods, meaning, you know, don't go get calcium pills. Eat foods that have calcium, meaning green leafy vegetables. And I think we have to start understanding that the earth works in a whole. You know, if we do our body good, we'll be doing the environment good, and the environment will be doing us good.
Shirlane and Jennifer Ricciardi, we are grateful for your commitment in revealing the truth about milk through your documentary. Healthy Living airs every Monday here on Supreme Master Television. Please stay tuned for enlightening entertainment coming up next, right after Noteworthy News, here on Supreme Master Television. May heaven's abundant blessings grace all with boundless happiness and love.